That's hilarious that your Airbnb has a picture that says Oceanside, like just in case you forget where you are. If anybody has questions or if their weekend tops us, they should go ahead and write us in. I think that's good.
I guarantee you after that last statement, people have a lot of questions.
It's gonna be fun. I'm super excited.
Gloves Are Off podcast. Hey, I'm PJ.
I'm Ben.
I'm Billy.
And welcome to our first podcast. This is take 2 officially, when we actually showed up.
Who that?
And we're off.
And we have liftoff, folks. We are here.
There we go.
We're here, just kind of bullshitting about our weeks a little bit. Dude, is it just me or are Yellow Jackets really fucking crazy right now? Like, they're coming out in the dozens, dude. Have you noticed that? You haven't noticed that?
That's so many.
That's an army, dude.
So many.
Yeah.
They're coming out in the dozens.
No,
Ben.
seriously.
Like, holy shit.
Seriously.
Do you leave your property? Like,
Yeah, I do. I've been to parks and stuff, and like in town, they're literally coming out in like little battalions, dude. Sometimes they'll send like half a dozen out to scout. You'll only see a few of them, and then all of a sudden, a dozen. I'm not joking. You guys haven't noticed that? You guys haven't noticed a lot of Yellow Jackets?
No, I don't live out in buttfuck Egypt, so.
I also live in a different state.
All right, sick talk. What's been going on with you this week, Billy?
Just the usual. A lot of coaching, things like that. A lot of Nobel Prize movement forward, shit like that. Trying to kind of write my book, write some fun stuff. But yeah, and just doing some volleyball stuff.
Are you cloning yet?
Bro, we do some level of cloning. PJ is like obsessed with cloning. He's been offline, literally talking to me about cloning, questions about cloning, like the most ridiculous shit on cloning. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now, dude? Like, bro, you don't even know how hard it is to clone. You're like asking me to go clone some tissue. Like, hey, it's like freaking, why don't you just go microwave for 5 minutes and here, bing, you have a fucking lung.
No, it wasn't.
No, it didn't work that way, bro.
It wasn't like a Big Mac frozen steak dinner. That's not what I was. That's not what I was.
Shit.
That's not what I was talking about.
Willy Wonka moment.
So Ben, the arguments, it hasn't really been discussions. They've been full blown like raging arguments about this topic. But no, I just think it would be such a cool concept if you're able to clone and just have like lungs that are compatible with 10% of the population. Then you have 10 different ones that are 10% compatible. So you always have a lung on the shelf if someone needs a lung transplant or something like that. Like, wouldn't that be a cool concept if you could just like change out parts?
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, but Billy gets so mad at me about it. She's like, "You're so dumb. That'd be so stupid."
Why?
I don't know.
Because it's like almost impossible to have an off-the-shelf like tissue. Like, it literally is like, so let's think about this. So if you have lungs, like for shits and giggles, we made 10 different lungs for 10 different like haplotypes or different types, right?
Most people, you're falling out of camera, but most people listening to this have lungs. So yeah, relatable.
Okay, but anyways, so they're just hanging out on the shelf. They're just hanging in, they're chilling, just like your canned jams and your canned fucking like fruits and shit.
No.
Hey, we're gonna go grab a lung that's been sitting there for 5 years, 10 years, and just like decide to transplant. It doesn't work that way. Like, it literally, like, conceptually it doesn't work.
Billy, I don't live in a lab. Okay, I am also just a PE teacher. So they like freeze eggs and like sperm, and do stuff later with it. So like, why couldn't they just like freeze these lung tissue or whatever? Like,
so you can't freeze them and have them come back the same way. Like,
until someone learns how to.
in theory, yes. If you think about like science and advancement of science and medicine, things like that, yeah. Until somebody figures out a way to do it. Right now, it's somewhat impossible.
That sounds pretty Nobel Prize worthy.
I'm going to win the Nobel Prize in a different arena. I don't want to do that part.
Okay.
Plus, I will tell you, we have a group that's doing like cryopreservation stuff that we're collaborating with, which has never been done before. So stay tuned, but I'm not divulging anything besides that.
Okay, top secret.
Top secret.
Keep that shit locked up in a freezer. I get it.
Oh my fucking
Like
god.
tissues.
Yeah, exactly. Or why not? I mean, how do lungs get preserved? Just put them in the same environment that they're preserved inside our body. You know? Attach them to like a leaf blower and blow air through them or something. I don't know.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you.
Well said.
The thing is I'm picturing it. Like,
you guys.
It's never been tried before. How do we know it doesn't work?
Next time we'll have like we'll all grab an easel and some paint, and we'll just like paint our fantasy things, and you guys are gonna make me all these like weird lung things and like tissues on a shelf, and you're just gonna be like, hey, this is our no.
No, not with that
I can't
attitude.
say that
No, not with that attitude. I ain't making you shit with that attitude, dude. Fuck you, dude. You gotta be a believer first. I'm not gonna make you shit.
I'm a realist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Hell
what's been
yeah,
going
dude.
on with you, Ben?
Yeah, Ben hit us, dude.
Jeez. New to Oceanside, California.
See the art?
The what?
I see the art in the
Oh,
background.
yeah. I mean, it's my brand now. Everything's Oceanside. Yeah, I don't know. The week's been like a blur. It's like our first full week. We're getting like into the groove with all the kiddos, and yeah, I don't know.
How many?
It's just been a week.
How many students? So this is a middle school. How many students do you have?
Like 1,200 are at this school.
That's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. But it's fun. I like it. Just faster pace.
Hey, I have a question though. Are you the PE teacher, the cool PE teacher that actually has dodgeball?
I play a different version of dodgeball.
They're not allowed to do that in California. It's too aggressive.
That's what they're not allowed to do it up here now too. That sucks. Like
Well,
it's like the
dodgeball
dumbest
itself.
thing, dude.
Well, dodgeball itself is like an elimination game, and like in general, there's elimination games aren't good for PE. Like,
True, because you want everyone to be active and
right.
participating. in,
But like, if you
moving.
want to offer it as like a tournament, like outside of PE, you can. But like, there's a lot of trauma that can come from dodgeball that really honestly do not want to be in that environment, and that's fine. But
I feel like dodgeball like teaches resiliency. Like we do dodgeball in the dojo all the time. Like
I mean, teachers still teach it, or
Yeah.
let them play it. Like I watch them like breaking some law right now. Like, no, but my dad was my PE teacher, and I obviously got it from when I was a kid. But he used bowling pins on each team. You had like 5 bowling pins on your side of the gym, and like the goal was to knock the other team's bowling pins over. But you could also hit people like dodgeball, and then they would have to go run a lap like up and around the gym, or 10 push-ups off to the side, and then they get back in. So like they're constantly doing an exercise, but like staying in the game. And then in order to win, obviously you have to hit the bowling pins over. So you stop throwing it at people and start rolling. I don't know.
That definitely teaches like the kids that
A
don't
better
want.
version of dodgeball.
You're what? You're a bad person at dodgeball?
No,
No,
better
I
version.
love dodgeball.
I love dodgeball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dodgeball's fun.
dodgeball's really fun.
When you start talking about the bowling pins, I definitely thought you were gonna say like from your dad's era that used to throw those instead of balls. I was
You
like,
dodge a
wow.
wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah. No, but I feel like that's like that just I remember PE growing up, and it was always like there was like I don't know, 10 to 20% of the kids that just hated any sort of physical activity.
Yeah.
So
There's more than that.
yeah. Oh, is it more now? Dude.
Like, I don't know.
Isn't it your job as the PE teacher to get them to like do stuff like that 10% or 20% is just like, hey, you need to do something physical and just,
yeah,
I guess, caress them into like enjoying some physical activity.
Yeah, that's the one goal I tell them before they leave to high school is like, have a good idea of what physical activity is something you enjoy, or like which one you enjoy the most. Like maybe it's yoga, maybe it's bowling, maybe it's something, but like you figure out a way to
do something.
Yeah, do something. Because when you get to high school, you're gonna have more options. So like figure it out there too. But like, yeah.
Gotcha.
I know COVID was bad, but like these kids come from so many other like teachers in elementaries, and so like they have like such a different, they're taught certain things or not taught things, and like it's some things like throwing, you know, like or tossing, stepping with the opposition, like it's not being taught, and they get to middle school, I'm like, what the hell? Like,
what is going on here? Yeah.
Right, like you look like you've never held a ball before.
Right.
That's when people really are starting to like develop a little bit more. You know, you're finally hitting the development stage, so people are like baby giraffe legging around, like getting their feet footing and like
they're full blown puberty.
Yeah. What an age! Speaking
For
of that,
real, it's a rough age.
Yeah.
It is definitely. Middle school is rough.
Yeah.
Billy, do you cook?
Yeah, I do. I just don't have time. I do love cooking. I just don't have time to do it.
I totally could if I had time, but I don't at all.
I don't have time. Like, yeah, it's just, no. I do love cooking. I do love food. I love restaurants. I love all that fun stuff.
Which keeps you busier, Billy? Volleyball or being a mad scientist?
I would say probably mad scientist, doctor, clinician, you know, some research stuff like that takes up a lot of time.
Emphasis on the mad.
Crazy. But yeah, for sure. It's like the grant writing and then writing manuscripts, I think, running shit, projects, collaborations, like networking, all that shit. And I think probably the worst part is like dealing with administrators is really hard for me. So, but
the bureaucracy.
Yeah, that's what's that?
Is it like the bureaucracy or what
It is the bureaucracy, but I also I always joke like I'm always grounded because I'm always getting in trouble. It really, I just don't understand. It is literally like so bad.
You always have to sneak out the window to hit the dojo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, literally so dead ass. You know, I just have a different way of thinking about things, and you know, sometimes I don't feel like it's efficient, so I'm like questioning stuff and things like that. But you know, it is what it is. So, but I think coming here to coach and play volleyball and stuff like that is just a good break.
Yeah.
So I'm just being stupid, ridiculous, having fun with the kids, getting to play volleyball, teaching kids. I think, and Ben probably can attest to this, like, there's nothing really, at least in my opinion, better than that feeling you get from mentoring kids, building leadership, teaching them life skills, respect, you know, being considerate humans, and just watching them grow, right? And just building them and guiding them. And I always say that if you want a happy life, you want to be happy, no one's going to make you happy. And so you're going to have to make yourself, you know, happy. And service is the only way, at least in my vision, service to others is the only way to do it, right? Like,
it's an inside job. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I love about my club. I love, you know, mentoring the kids at my lab, you know, watching them like enjoy each other's company, building a culture where everybody it can be, you know, just happy in their own skin and be okay with what they bring to the table and just be ridiculously stupid. Like there's so much shit that everyone takes so fucking seriously, right? Like you can't be so fucking serious about everything. You just gotta fucking joke around and be stupid sometimes, right? And that's what I love, just being ridiculously myself, right? Like that's the truth. So like even at the lab, I'm like the PI that's like, you know, taking the longboard and running up and down the hallway with it, like just doing stupid shit, right? And I think the kids, and even in the gym, like I'm not afraid to do stupid things, right? Or be hilarious or just be ridiculous. And I think that's something that the kids really love to see because they respect you, but then they can also see that you're kind of like not so elitist in terms of like how you go about your life, right? Like there's structure and hierarchy, but she's gonna do stupid things with us, right? She's gonna laugh at our stupid things. They're gonna laugh at my stupid things. Like that's the really fun part, right? So
well, you take like the professional demeanor or like element out of like that relationship, and like, you know, obviously you're professional, but you add like more of a personality to it. So like there's like relationship building, and yeah. So I mean, it may not be the same you that is out at the bars or like with adults but you're not untrue. Like you're still able to like tap into those things that build relationships, just not on the adult content.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, but you know, PJ probably, well, I don't know. Have we gone out? PJ, like Ben knows, like how stupid, ridiculous I am when I'm, you know, out with the.
Yeah. We've got. Yeah. But I was gonna say.
I think, and I love both of you because there's such a small percentage of us that are truly authentic, genuinely honest people, right? Like it doesn't matter if you're in that scenario or that environment, you're always going to get the authentic person, right? And that's what I love, like absolutely fucking lately. And, you know, I think that's one of the reasons why Ben and I have been friends for so long, right? And, you know, PJ, you know, obviously I've just met you, but I've known you for a while, right?
And
but
we become closer friends pretty quick, yeah.
Totally. So like, but that's what I appreciate. And I think the last, like, I don't know, 2-3 months is really kind of highlighted the fact that you have to be surrounded by like people in your pond. You can't go dabble in the pond over here that's got like red algae, piss and shit in it, because that's just not who you can, you know, hang out with or just shoot the shit with, right? Because it's just, you don't have the like-mindedness, right? In terms of character or, you know, considerateness, respect, all this shit, right? And it's I think that was just a big thing for me, right? Learning that not everybody has the same fucking core values, which doesn't make sense to me because I'm like, what the shit, right? It's the craziest shit on the planet. Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, you would think that, okay, just bare bone human shit. Like, nope, it's not the case. Like, so it's a hard lesson to learn, but I think in the overall scheme of things, it kind of emphasizes the stuff that we teach kids is what really is very, very necessary, right? Like, we just don't want them to go on this path that doesn't allow them to build relationships, like true relationships, not this shitty, superficial bullshit. Because at the end of the day, I think everybody on this panel can agree that a fulfilling life is based on built relationships. That's it, right? Like, there's just no way around that for me.
And the quality of them. I just thought of this when you start doing the pond metaphor. It's not only hanging out in a different pond, but it's almost like the longer you hang out in the wrong pond and then jump back into yours, the longer it takes for you to kind of like shake the shit off. You know, it could be with people that might be addicted to drugs or like just in the wrong wrong place at the wrong time or whatever, the longer they're going down something that's just not meant for them. And it's crazy, like, it's actually, after you saying that, it starts to make all those Instagram reels and stuff, like, don't chase, attract. It's starting to make them, like, make more sense.
Yeah.
So. Definitely. I think that people, you chase down the wrong path, and it just doesn't, at least for me, like, it becomes like a waste of time, right? Because, and I hate to say it, but everything has a learning curve. You learn stuff from every experience that you have, but it's so hard to put into words, because it's just, for me, it's like so strange, like the toxicity, like how do you play in that pond? Like the toxicity, how you like are not able to be so introspective where you could feel like you need to be growing always. Like I feel like I need to be constantly learning and growing as a person, because it's not fair for me in terms of life. Right? Like I want to be able to die and say, hey, I lived the best life that I could. I was the best person, good person, right, that I could be. I impacted all X, Y, and Z, many people, right? And that's what I will die for, right? Like that's legitimately, right? And I just don't understand that. And that, again, maybe I'm narrow-minded and stupid and naive and dumb, and I don't know. But it just doesn't make sense to me as a person. Like, I don't know why you would never want to grow as a person, right? Or like develop in this way, or like do these things. But I also learned that you can't force somebody to change, right? That's a big life lesson too. Like they need to want to do that themselves and get out of that pond, right? And shake that shit off, as PJ said, and do these things, right? We can't force their hand. Right.
No, and we all want to learn at our own pace and like do life the way we're doing it and not be told what to do. So I mean, in like return, like you can go to therapy, you can like have real conversations of like, hey, this would be, you would benefit from this, or also I was thinking too, like, because I've been like really in my head with got a lot going on with like relocating and breaking up with Tyler, and it's I hate being the person that like talks about myself, but like I noticed when people are going through, when I'm going through something and I'm constantly thinking about the thing I'm going through, it then becomes hard to socialize. So I think maybe we're talking about this earlier, like it's hard to like acclimate back into like your own pond or whatever. And that's because I'm so constantly trying to think about how this is all like shaping up and like figuring my life out, that like when it's time to talk about other people, it's like, oh my God, I haven't even like thought about that. But when you're like happy and you don't have like so much shit going on, you can like think about what makes other people happy, and like
It's anything with relationships and stuff. It's really interesting. I had a mentor out of Santa Monica, actually, years back. And one of the things he told me, a quote from him was, the more that you make constellations in a relationship or anything, the harder it is when you break up with somebody. And I'm not saying either one of you like made constellations or anything like that, but I've done this just recently in like short-term little stints with people, where like you'll start to accommodate, you'll start to compromise, you'll start to do things that aren't just you free-flowing and living life the way you normally would, because you're looking at it as a team, which is how most genuine, healthy, authentic people would look at a relationship. Is, you have one entity, another entity, and then the relationship, and you're like defining the relationship and being observant of your partner and realizing, okay, this person needs this, so I'm going to do this. Well, what I've found is like, what ends up happening is it's almost like it's not just a one-way street from one entity and another entity into the relationship or into whatever that thing might be, but it's also a two-way street back from the relationship, where it's going to start affecting you and everything. And so I think there is like very much a reacclimation period in shaking the shit off, or very much a reacclimation period where you have to have time to kind of center yourself again and realize, okay, wow, I was really like letting myself go in this area. Like, I'm not as happy-go-lucky as I used to be, or I'm not as this, or I was doing these things. And I'm not saying like it's always negative, because relationships are great with people, and and you learn a lot, and a lot of times healthy relationships, there's a reason, like Ben, you were in a relationship for 10 years, like there's a reason for it. And Billy, there's a reason why, you've gone through this experience, whether it was the other person teaching you lessons. I think everybody learns lessons, whether they're, the school of hard knocks or whatever it might be. But my point is, there is like a reacclimation period, whether it's, a short-term or long-term relationship. There's going to be a reacclimation period, and getting back and centered to yourself. For me, it's always been like realizing that lesson and trying to stay centered as I move forward in a relationship, which obviously is very difficult to do when you're trying to compromise and get along and stuff, and you don't want to be the asshole. Sometimes you need to pull out the snaps, though, right, Ben? Sometimes you need to pull out the snaps, and it's completely appropriate, So.
Yeah, but I think overall, when you go through these like major events or these things, experiences, it really emphasizes your tribe, like the people that you're surrounded by. And again, it goes back to this pawn theory, right? There's really, oh God, like the other pawns. We won't say bad. Okay, maybe I'll say bad, but just like who is surrounding you is going to dictate, right, how you perceive reality, your own reality, the reality of what's going on out here, X, Y, and Z, right? And on the flip side, whoever supports you, right, is going to help you through these things, right? That's a big deal. And I was talking yesterday, obviously with Ben, or the other day with Ben, and, discussing like who is going to, and it's not taking sides or, things like that, but what is good and what is bad. Like, what is good and what is bad? That's the whole thing of it is. You're not taking a side. This person is acting like a shithead. Like, that's the bottom line, dude. There's no, like, are you a good person or a bad person, right? And for me, the experience is like the kindest people are kind of the biggest shitheads, because they're covering up everything with this mask, right? So it's kind of like an eye-opening experience in terms of like all this.
Thanks. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. That is like one of the best compliments I've ever gotten, Billy. Jeez, Ben and I both really appreciate you, dude. That's awesome.
But like, yeah, but it is like, I think, it just reemphasizes how important it is to be surrounded by people that obviously have the same values as you, who support you, who do these things for you, and those other people choose to be in the other pond. You just got to let them go, right? You have to give them grace and let them go and let them figure out their fucking shit and whatever the fuck they're doing, right? And, evidently you hope that they have an epiphany and say, okay, well, I fucked up, right? And I need to come back, or I fucked up and that person was right. But at the end of the day, that's kind of a lot of the stuff that I've been thinking about. I think similarly to, Ben was thinking about a little bit too, right? About this stuff. But yeah, that's the
I think about it
chillaxing
too.
part.
Yeah, I mean, I think about it too. I'm in the pond.
Are you in our pond? We have to name our pond.
What pond are you in, PJ?
Yeah.
I don't know, right? I mean, I'm hanging out with you guys. I feel like we're in the same pond right now, digitally.
There we go.
Yeah, so we're in the same pond. Or maybe we have like a couple of, like, maybe we start taking over territory of other ponds and just killing everything off, but then we like dig little like canals in between them.
But that's in theory. What you're saying right now is like, in theory, when you try to help people, right? You're trying to connect the pond, right? You're trying to get.
Don't get it confused. I'm not helping people. I'm offing people. I'm taking over ponds. Okay.
I'm conquering people.
Yeah. We're Genghis Konging this shit. We're not helping people. That we don't have. What's that? A lot of podcasts have like that therapy, like that digital or like therapy sponsor. We don't have that sponsor yet. Okay, we don't have any sponsors yet, so we're not gonna promote.
We're just a bunch of capitalists just fucking taking over everybody. That's what it is.
And right here would be a great opportunity for any sponsors out there that would like to support the channel and us to promote your business. This would be a great opportunity break for us to describe that.
Yay. For sure.
So.
Yeah.
So, I mean, okay, that's like the relationship stuff. So it sounds like we're all kind of getting centered again. Finding basis, focusing on ourselves, which I think is a super healthy thing. I actually had last thing on this. I actually had a relationship thing happen recently, where the person I was talking to wanted to focus on themselves, and I was so butthurt about it, dude. I was like, this is so dumb, because we hit it off so well, but it hadn't like developed enough, or like the claws hadn't sunk in enough where it would turn into like fully something.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucked. But that being said, what about ponds and other things, you know? Like volleyball, or like driving through I-5 traffic.
Oh, that's a fucking nightmare right there, dude.
Yeah.
That's a fucking shit show.
There's definitely ponds in volleyball. What would they be? Like the Olympia peeps are their own pond?
Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah, they would be. That's definitely, I would agree with that. Own pond.
Well, okay, so that was actually kind of bad leading up, because I feel like digging a canal through I-5 traffic to connect ponds, it would be such a bitch. Even though they've always been doing road work on I-5 between Olympia and Seattle.
Always.
Yeah, like, dude.
It's always the worst.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about driving to Tacoma. I don't know. So I guess I'm in my own pond.
You are.
Down Olympia. I mean, okay, but you're in California. That's...
It's a country.
Dude, might as well be, dude. Might as well be. That thing... Dude, the population is like at least 10% of the entire U.S. You realize like the U.S. population is like 350 million roughly, and you guys have like 35 million people in California. Maybe more. Maybe just that. Yeah. Maybe that might just be like LA County.
We are the earth that supplies all of your ponds.
Which is crazy. Yeah, you're the earth, because the ponds come to... Yeah, because like I remember when I was living in Colorado, we had to keep like shipping out water to LA. Or like California in general. Oh my.
What was that?
That was a toilet flush pond. Jeez Louise, dude.
I'm just sorry. I had to close the gate because it's dark outside, and then the bugs start coming in because of the lights, and so... Sorry! Ugh.
Yeah, I got Titan at my door. Let me get him in real quick. Okay. Titan has
boxers.
Titan. No, shorts. Short. That would be, dude. That would be that. Oh, okay. My bad. So I got some boxes to recycle, but my shorts had ridden up because I was getting so excited about pond talk that.
Oh wow.
Well, not like okay. relax. Not like that. It wasn't waterworks, but. Yeah, so I don't know. I think ponds and volleyball. You have to. A lot of them are like regional, somewhat, but then you also get like different cliques and stuff like that get along. And I think a lot of it is just like, it's almost the same. It's like genuine, authentic, fun people. I feel like most people at their basis want to be genuine and fun. You know, like no one wants to come out and just be an absolute piece of shit. Maybe there's some. Have you had an experience like that where someone just comes out and they're just like,
"Oh, how long have you been playing volleyball, dude? What about all the cocky ass people that come out and they?"
Well, yeah. But I'm like talking about people that aren't on steroids. I'm talking about people that aren't on steroids. You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
Who's taking steroids that plays volleyball?
Yeah. True. Do you think it's like a low T,
No,
high T?
There's definitely the cocky people, right? The ones that are just fucking over the top, dude. Just not fun. And then, I mean, for the pawns, definitely regional, like Ole region, right? Tech, Tacoma, Seattle, things like that. I don't really know of any other pawns, like.
Do you want to just start dropping? You want to just start dropping people's names right now, like top 10 lists of absolute pieces of shit?
Bro,
should we do? No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I've already been vocal about that. I don't need a podcast to be vocal about that shit.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I definitely. Yeah.
Dude, I might go take a gummy.
One of the things that was that.
You guys keep talking. I need to like. I feel like I need some sugar. I need like a gummy bear or something.
You guys keep talking. Oh, I get it. I thought he was like blaming us.
No.
You guys keep talking, so I need a gummy bear. I was like, what?
Nice. I think this is good because then we can just introduce ourselves, and then the next one we have a little bit more like topics. Does that kind of make sense?
I'm having fun with
like
this.
Oh, for sure. I'm having a great time. Like, I for sure.
Ben's not gonna remember this tomorrow.
Why?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ben has too many master locks to divvy out tomorrow to remember this. He's seen way too many numbers lately. He's gone full of beautiful mind on this thing. He's gone crazy. He's showing us the clean wall. If he showed us the other wall, it'd have a bunch of combo lock numbers written all over it. Fuck.
I definitely in volleyball don't like people who brag about their skill sets and are not up to par or whatever you want to say. Like, that stuff drives me crazy, right?
Experienced that recently too. Yeah, that is annoying. That is annoying.
It's really annoying, right? Because then you watch and you're like, shut the fuck up right now. I think.
You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me. Okay, this is we blame other people that are assholes, but you know when we're like, if you set up like your own pickup game of grass somewhere or beach somewhere or whatever, and you have a group and you know everybody's good, and there's a random person that walks up. I know for a fact we all do this. When that random person walks up, everyone is like, "No, you're not. You can't compete with us." And then you almost like I've noticed that a lot living in other cities and stuff, and then I'll start to pepper with people and stuff like that, and then I'll beat their ass, and then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, sick. Can I get your phone number? Can we go clubbing after this? Can we?" Yeah, like. Well, yeah. I mean, that's happened too. That's happened too.
Yeah, it's the volleyball snobbery, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like you have to.
Time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you have to. You don't want someone that's like a. Oh, geez, we lost Billy. She's drowning. She's drowning in her pond right now. Yeah, I don't know. There's that. It does suck playing with someone new. That, I mean, it's fun. I don't know. It's what you make of it, kind of. You know, if you're not going in like expecting to win or do really well or whatever. I don't know if I should do two of those.
It is what you make of it.
Yeah, it is what you make of it. Like. Now,
you can have a good attitude about it, or you can roll your eyes at everything.
Yeah. Which I feel like all three of us have. Yeah. I feel like all three of us have done both of those options. Both of those options at one point. I don't think you could be like a higher level volleyball player and not have experienced that.
When you play competitively, you want to win.
Yeah, exactly. It's like any sport, any athlete. One thing about volleyball is that's different is obviously not being as much of like a contact sport, like maybe a basketball or football or something. I feel like there is a lot less. There's a little bit of trash talk, but usually not too much. It's more like joking, you know. I feel like most people listening to this will have played volleyball or know volleyball or anything like that. But it's like the heckling is like more of jokes and stuff like that. But emotions are still real, but like it's not like you'd get the trash talk like, hey, tell your mom I said hi. You know what I mean? Like it's not like that kind of trash talk. You know
I don't
what I mean?
know. I can think of a couple people that
that would say something like that.
Just take it to a different level.
Yeah. Like what? You don't have to name the people, but name like. Do you have like a quote off the top of your head like that, where someone said something, and you're like, "Damn, dude, that was a nuke."
No.
You just like.
No, but yeah.
I don't know. Billy's gonna be announcing Seaside this next year, or one of the announcers is Seaside this next year.
Right.
Yep, Mike is going to. It's gonna be fun. I'm super excited. But it would be super fun if all three of us were there, or all of us were there. That'd be super.
We're
sick.
all three for sure gonna be there.
Okay.
I'll buy Ben a bus ticket, dude. But he has to film the whole. I would love to see Ben ride up from California to Seaside, Oregon, on a Greyhound bus and film it. He would be bitching the entire time.
Why would I be bitching?
Because you'd be like, "There's no AC. What the fuck are we doing here, dude? It's 2026. What are we doing?" What?
I feel like you would also be bitching if there was an AC on the bus.
Called out, dude. Yeah, that's probably true. I would not like that.
Why is the AC not working? And also, why do I have to live in that world? Why would
I literally would bring like 2 of these chilled. Since we tried to film the last podcast, I've gone through in the last. So since you started school back up, I've gone through, what are these? These are half gallons. I've gone through 2 gallons of organic strawberry lemonade. There's so much sugar in, and I'm kind of worried about it. Because like cancer is attracted to sugar. I think I might have cancer.
No, how about you worry about like fucking diabetes there, buddy? Like what the frick, dude?
Nah. I can shake diabetes off. I can shake it. I'll shake it. I'll shake that off. It's cancer that I'm worried about.
Billy's gonna find a cure for us.
Dude. Yeah, that would actually be sick, Billy. If you.
Here's the thing. Everybody asks me, when are you gonna find a cure? And I wish that one simple sentence could cure all cancer, but unfortunately, there's so many things that it's, that's like a huge endeavor.
Baby Jesus would just say, "You're cured," and you'd be cured.
Well,
that's one sentence.
If you want the Nobel Peace Prize or Nobel Prize, you better do something like that. Okay.
That's true. I'm on my way.
I feel like we need. Yeah, I feel like we need to think bigger. I feel like you will win. You will win the Nobel Peace Prize with Ben and I on your side, because we're giving you like balls on the tee to just slap it.
Giving you all of the tea to just slap it.
We're giving you balls on the tee, like T-ball. We're giving you balls on the tee to just slap some homers.
For T-back, yeah.
Dude, you've cloned. You've literally.
Balls on the tee.
For people that are listening to this, you can't tell. You literally have 2 puppies that look the same from this angle. You've literally cloned your dogs, but you can't help people. And you want to go get a new puppy? What are we doing, dude?
Not the family secrets.
If anybody is still listening, you guys should definitely submit questions, because we would love to answer them. Or at least I would. I'll speak for myself. That's rude to speak for other people.
Yeah, I'd love it.
But I think we would all love to answer any sort of questions as inappropriate or as appropriate as possible. And if they're inappropriate, we'll still answer them, but we're going to have to like talk to Billy's administrators about it to see if she can ride the longboard in the hall.
Stop, dude.
I might go up to Seattle Saturday, and Sunday I'm playing in the Special Olympics with Billy. So I mean, I'm playing in a MS fundraiser tournament to support a really good cause. And I think if anybody has questions or if their weekend tops us, they should go ahead and write us in. I think that's good.
I guarantee you after that last statement, people have a lot of questions.
All right, I think we should end it there. I think that's a good first spot.
Well, specifically you.
Okay, yeah.